Hey, Dr. Nikki Zeigler here with the Convo with Dr. Nikki Zeigler. Listen, I have been interviewing ever since 9 o'clock this morning. Amazing women who's doing some powerful things. Listen, if you have not registered for the Success Women Conference, you're missing out. You got to do it. It's mandatory. Hey, coming from me. Shout out to Karen Cherry. Shout out to Tiffany D. Bell. Shout out to Dorothy Patrick Wilson. Listen, this amazing conference is going to be simply awesome, dynamic. It's going to be great. It's going to be adventurous. It's going to be everything, all things good, because it's all things her. So I want to go ahead and bring in our next speaker that's going to be showcased at the Success Women Conference. I'm excited to have you, Queen. Come on in. Welcome to the Convo with Dr. Nikki Zeigler. Welcome to my show.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to the time.
Yes. What you got going on? Tell us who you are, where you from, what you do, and what you got going on.
Okay. So I'm Lashaundra Mccarty. I am from the Mississippi Gulf Coast. I have the privilege of participating with the Success Women's Conference a few years ago when Lisa Nichols was the headliner and couldn't pass up this opportunity. So I am a speaker and trainer. I focus on social media marketing for the entrepreneur, as well as organizations that are trying to figure out their communications plans. I also work on the team building side, because if you can't communicate with your team well, then you certainly can't push your message out well. So that is something that I've been doing since 2009, when the recession gave me a choice. Either I could, keep trying to scrounge and beg for a job and nobody was hiring, or I could create an opportunity for myself. And that's what I elected to do.
Oh, wow. This is awesome. So tell us what you're going to be talking about at the Success Women Conference this year.
So this year, I'm going to be talking about the limitations that people place on us. But my title is Finding Freedom Beyond the Glass Ceiling.
Wow. Come on, freedom.
Because it's that.
Come on, expound on this topic.
So, as women, as women of color, we hit it often. You could be grinding as hard as possible in an organization and rocking it, and it's good enough for them to have you in position, but they don't want to let you level up. And the reality is many people end up choosing that, I'm going to stay in this situation, but we have other options. And the fact of the matter is the internet and the way that technology has really progressed has really opened up the world as a marketplace. And so we don't have to be stuck in position because somebody else is deciding that they don't want to pay more, even though they may be willing to give it to somebody else.
Wow. And so the thing about it, I know you said, well, you did it a couple of years ago and then you decided you want to do it again this year. What made this year? What made you decide to say, okay, now I'm going to do this Success Conference again? What made you say yes?
So, and this, I said yes even before the lineup. The lineup is awesome. For those of you who do not know, Les Brown, Robin Roberts, Lisa Nichols, Iyanla Vanzant. Come on. The lineup is fantastic. But I'm at a season of my own transition. Mm-hmm. And I had thought that, in 3 years, I'll go and do professional speaking. So I do speaking and training and have forever. Have been a spokesperson for a municipality. So, rocking on camera, I'm used to having to do it. But I was going to plan out this long-term plan of actually going into the speaking world. Mm-hmm. And success was a part of my strategy for that. And when this opportunity came along, I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it as big as possible. And I'm going to be as visible as possible during this opportunity, because this could be a launching pad into other opportunities.
Yes, of course. Of course. And I think, with all the stuff that Karen has going on, where Dorothy and Tiffany has going on, next week I'll be going over to Mississippi to do the red carpet for the Influence Awards. So I'm excited about that. But
Awesome.
it's so many tools and so many ways to network with so many new people or extraordinary women, as I say. It has really been amazing just connecting with this huge conference. I mean, 14,000 people at one point in time,
Right.
access to so many relationships. I believe that your network brings your net worth. Just being on these type of like you said, platform with Les Brown and Robin Roberts and Lisa Nichols, and oh my God, there's so many people that's going to be speaking at the Success Women Conference, and this is just a place that you need to be. Period. You got to be a part of it, and I think with the Success Women Conference, it's just another way of opening up so many big doors that meant to be open. And so I'm excited. So many just new faces.
Right.
That's what I love. I'm a networker. You know what I'm saying? I believe in. I'm the kind of one that will go into a room with no one. I know nobody, and come out of the room with every business card. And so it's made me excited to be a part of what Kern and Dorothy and what Tiffany is doing. I'm excited. So I'm just glad you had a chance to come through and just show some love on the World Wide Web with me with my TV show, and meet you as a person, and knowing all the things that you're doing in the community. This is powerful. This is powerful.
And you know what? Like even moments like this, because you're right, the networking has been great, but I've had the opportunity to meet so many wonderful women just being able to go on there. And I shouldn't just say women because there was a guy on one of them, but just wonderful people who are putting out awesome messages.
Yes.
And I wouldn't have interfaced with them otherwise, most likely because I hadn't yet. You know what I'm saying? So just even saying, you know what, I'm going to go on shows because the people that you're sitting in a box next to are doing fabulous things. And there could be opportunities to collaborate that you wouldn't have even had the opportunity to experience otherwise.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Just being in the room, being
Right.
on the airways and connected to these people. So that's a good thing. But I'm excited. I see Travis Michelle on creeped in. Hey, Travis Michelle, good to see you, Queen. Just did her interview. I don't know if you know Travis Michelle, but she's somebody you must know.
Okay.
I did an interview with Dr. Onika. Who else? I've been interviewing all morning. Just some amazing women that's doing some amazing things and really fixing crowns for real, for real. So I'm excited about having you on the show. Where can they find you?
So I am on, of course, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn at Lashaundra Mccarty.
Okay.
And on Facebook and LinkedIn, I put out a video every Monday and every Thursday. So Monday is all about motivation, getting our mindset ready so that we can conquer the week. And on Thursday, I focus on business tips. So that could be anything from, like today, I talked about automation and the power of automation, setting up systems so that you don't have to focus on every little thing in your business. I've also talked about networking.
Come on, networking.
Yes. Look, years ago, I started out as a graphic designer, right?
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So my background is radio and television production. And then I went to grad school. And in grad school, I studied visual effects. Then
what you
2
gonna
years
do?
later, I prayed real hard and went to seminary. But for the for the visual effects part, I had to work with media a lot. And it was during the time where they were still trying to figure out what media on the computer was going to look like. It was just called new media. But there were so many courses that just kind of converged. And I remember going to an event, came home, and there was a business card on the floor. And I stood there for a while and I was like, that's blank. Why is that empty? Like, this is the conversation I'm having with myself. Why is that empty? Something needs to be on the back of the business card so if somebody drops your business card on the floor, they still know who it is because you have something on the back. And after that, every time I designed a business card for myself, I had something on the back. And that is just so simple, but it's like, we're not taking advantage of all the space we have.
Yeah. We got to take up all the space.
All the space.
All the space. I'm marketing too. I'm at marketing and branding. That's why I've been doing it for 20 years. And I'm like, whatever look corner, baby, put some right there. You know what I'm saying? Because your space brings value. It brings value. It brings value. People, you know what I'm saying? So I'm that kind of person. So as you can see, my business cards, I'm going to always have some space. It's going to be some places where you can find out what's going on with me. But I'm in marketing too. So that's what we learn. That's what we live for. They teach us this. They teach us. So what school did you go to?
Undergrad, University of Central Florida.
Okay. And
Go Giants.
where'd you go to grad?
Emerson College in Boston. I started at NYU at Tisch School of the Arts. I was there during 9/11, and like a couple of weeks later, I was in Boston looking for an apartment.
Like,
like it's just so.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, it was a hard decision, but
you had to make it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and be in a different environment. It's a little bit quieter in Boston.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, so I finishing up. Emerson College has a campus in Los Angeles. So my last semester, I was in LA, and it was like super culture shock between the two places.
I actually went to LA this past Memorial weekend, and I had a ball. I was like, oh, this is life. You know, but it's expensive though. Oh my Lord, it's so expensive.
Yes, it's not expensive, and the traffic is horrific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to know what time to leave. That's the thing. When you learn how, if you learn what time to leave and be obedient to leaving at that time, you'll be good. But I think it's like Atlanta. If everybody just stay in the LA area, we can do good. But you'll be everywhere. No, same area. So
So you're at ATL?
I'm in Alabama right now. I live in Alabama now, but I live in Atlanta forever. So
okay, cool. I was in ATL for a while. I was in well, first when I moved there, I was in Jonesboro, and then I was in Decatur, where it's greater, for a couple of years.
I heard that. I was in Alpharetta. I was a prisoner. Okay. I stayed at Camp Creek for a little while in the little new apartment.
Oh yeah, you in the loop.
I was in there, and then I ended up moving to Duluth. I had a house in Duluth, and Lawrenceville area. So I jumped around a lot in Atlanta, but it was a very nice area to stay. I loved Atlanta. Still today, love it. But yeah, it's a lot to do and a lot of food. Good food, man. Good food.
Oh my God. Look, the farmers market.
Yes.
Farmers market in Decatur. I was like, when I go back and visit friends, I always leave time for going to the farmers market.
I go there to get all my seafood. They have everything. The one in Doraville, the one in off of Buford Highway as well is really good. It's the big one.
That one.
It's huge. It's like they have every food place you could think of, every kind of food. Chinese, Asian, Jamaica, all that food is right there in that big old, it's off of Buford Highway in Doraville area. So when you go back, go there.
I'll have to check it out.
Nice. It's bigger. I know the one in Decatur, but it's bigger than that one. It's
Are you serious? Because that one's insane.
No, it's bigger. Okay. Yeah, that's where I go. Well, thank you for coming to the show. I really enjoyed our time together. Listen, guys, don't forget, go to Success Women Conference. Let them know that we sent you. Shout out to Kern, Tiffany, and Dorothy. Happy to be a part of it. Excited to be a media sponsor. And I'm excited. So thank you for stopping by. And we will talk to you very soon.
Awesome.
Take care now. Hey. This is Dr. Nikki. Wanted to come on here today and talk about, my ultimate herpreneur planner. Hey, listen, if you haven't gotten this planner, you are missing out, especially for those Christian women who are in business. This planner is made just for you. Okay, Dr. Nikki, so what's in it? Everything. Over 90 affirmations. It teaches you how to successfully plan your action. If you are trying to get your branding together, you're trying to get things together, this particular planner is going to help you to plan your action. We have a whole branding development. We have a whole layout on how and the necessary things that you need to plan your business. I got the business cards in there. Check your password. Listen, a business overview. This planner is something that you don't want to miss. We talk about your strength. We talk about your weakness. Who's your threat? We talk about your sales, your products. We talk about your shipping, your vision board. Listen, everything that you need is in this planner. 240 things to teach you on how to get your life together, girls. Come on. Listen, it also has a social media planner in here, your video planner, your services planner. I didn't leave nothing out. I didn't leave anything out because I wanted to make sure you knew exactly what's going on. Hey, who's rocking with you? Who's on your team? I mean, it tells you everything. And guess what? It's daily, it's weekly, it's monthly. We talk about the finances. Have you posted? Where you post at? I even got 12 of my ambassadors writing stories on 12 awesome women in the Bible. You don't want to miss this planner. This planner is life-changing. And guess what? It's here to serve you. So guess what? The planner is nothing but $59. $59. Listen, email me, drnikkizeigler@gmail.com, and say, hey, Dr. Nikki Zeigler, I need that planner to get my life together. And once you get it together, you're going to see the transformation that God's going to send your way. All of it because you step out on faith and you invest it back in you. $59 is all it's cost. Step out on faith and get the planner that to change your whole entire life. Hey, inbox me. Let's connect. Let's get you together because that's what it's all about.